You're free to go. I would suggest going home, because if I see you doing it again, I'm going to tow your bike and I'm going to take you to jail.
I see you're not.
They were looking for a girl. She not in. I told them wasn't nobody here but me, and they still went in my house without my permission. So I don't know what else they're investigating.
I hear you. And I have PC to be here, so.
You can say I can, but I cannot.
You're in my personal space, sir. You're in my personal space.
Why is it in your personal space?
When corrupt cops get caught in the act, it's a reminder that no badge is above the law. Some officers believe their power shields them, but time and time again, ordinary people with courage and sharp instincts have exposed their crimes. And today, we're diving into shocking cases where dirty cops were confronted, challenged, and ultimately brought down by citizens who refused to stay silent.
I really don't care about your opinion, but I can just take you to jail right now if you want me to. You'll get the same thing and you'll have to sit in there for 3 days. I don't care. I care about the public safety.
In America today, freedom was not taken away by criminals, but by those in uniform. Deputy Cortland Johnson from the Curry County chased motorcyclists as if he was fighting a cartel. Ironically, he came from the sheriff's office, known for its drones, terrible Google reviews, and disabled Facebook comments. Motorcyclist Taylor Tipton was riding when suddenly red and blue lights flashed behind him and chaos began, but this was only the start.
I really don't know.
We'll sit here till you get him on the phone.
I don't know the guy, man. I'm not even from here. I'm from Portales.
Oh, you think I'm playing? I'm not playing.
No, you're serious, sir. I know you are.
Okay, well then get off your bike and sit right there. Take your helmet off.
I don't know the guy. I swear to God.
Give me your driver's license, insurance, and registration for the bike, and I'll figure out if I'm going to tow it, because y'all are riding together, coming down Prince, heading south, riding side by side, but all of a sudden you don't know them.
Johnson claimed he was chasing a biker gang, even though he had actually found no one. So, like a true hero, he chose to stop the first man who looked like a target. Police logic was simple. You were not guilty because you did something, but because you were close enough for them to imagine you in some story. Yet, this twisted reasoning was only setting the stage for what came next.
Because y'all are riding together, riding side by side, and then, let me finish talking, and then y'all pull up together, and he splits off right over here, but you don't know him. You better.
I don't even know why he split off, because like I didn't even see anything. I was at the light and he came up and he was next to me, and there was another motorcycle like bicycle came in front of us, and he took off, and then I don't know where that guy went.
Okay, well, get what I asked you for.
At the next light, I didn't even see him at the next light.
You're done talking. Just get what I asked you for, because I don't put up with people fleeing.
Taylor tried to explain that he didn't know the other biker. Johnson, of course, didn't believe him. By his logic, if you saw someone at a traffic light, you were now partners in crime. Absurd, but in the world of police authority, that became evidence. Cameras lied, but cops didn't. That was their motto. Guys, this was the reason to stay silent when stopped. Every word turned into a tool they used to brand you a liar.
You weren't running, because you know the person that was with you. Insurance, registration.
I have 2 of them. I'm not sure if that one was
Shouldn't be carrying 2 licenses on you as well.
one of them was mailed.
You better get your phone out and start calling them. Time's ticking.
What's that? I don't even have his number, man. I don't know the guy.
So y'all just automatically, randomly meet up. Come down Prince. Come down Prince.
Well, I was at Family Dollar and I seen that guy pass by, and I hopped on my bike to try to catch up to him.
While Taylor kept repeating that he didn't know the man, Johnson cut him off and demanded papers. It was the classic tone. Give me your documents. maybe I'll seize your bike. Because why not? In America, the law often depended on an officer's mood. The man didn't know the name of the rider he briefly rode with, but for Johnson, that was already a huge deception. Yet, the real abuse was just warming up.
And then I caught him next to him. I just said what's up to the guy, and then he took off. I really don't know.
Do you know how much sense that makes? And how much that doesn't add up at all?
I was just trying to like fight him. I was trying to beat him, but I didn't ever get to talk to him or nothing.
You haven't got the insurance that I asked for.
It's on my girlfriend's phone. I don't know how to get to it.
No, so you're riding and you don't have the provided documents that you need to ride the bike.
I wasn't expecting to get pulled over or nothing.
It doesn't matter if you're expecting to get pulled over or not. You're supposed to have that on you. What type of bike does he drive?
I didn't even know. It looked like a black one or something.
Taylor tried to explain that he saw the guy at a Family Dollar and only said hello, but Johnson declared it a lie. In the world of police questioning, a casual meeting had turned into a criminal plot. As for the documents, Taylor admitted the insurance was on his girlfriend's phone. But guess what the officer did with that? Spoiler alert, nothing smart.
I really don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. It looked like a newer one, maybe.
So I'm supposed to believe you?
I really don't know.
You just met the guy 20 seconds before, and you come down this way, you want to ride down Prince, and the way that he flees to, you come right back to the area where he fled. How much sense does that make?
I don't even know where I was going. I was trying to go out of town.
Johnson accused Taylor of returning to the place of escape, as if that made him an accomplice. But anyone who drove knew you were often just looking for an exit or a turn. Police math was simple. 2 + 2 always had to equal 5 because that kept their story alive. And a citizen without a lawyer or a camera had to accept this logic or risk facing even harsher charges.
You're trying to go out of town, you know which way is out of town. Down Prince where you're headed. But then you circle back the way that where he comes. I mean, you can be honest and say that you know him, but if you want to sit here and lie, I'm going to give you everything that I can give you, right? Continue lying, it's just going to make it worse for you. You don't know him well. But you just said you were trying to meet him. So continue lying. I'm listening.
I'll be completely honest with you, alright? Lies over shit.
Taylor admitted he had briefly spoken with the biker at the gas station, but that changed nothing. Johnson called him a liar because he didn't share everything right away. So here was the lesson. The police used silence as a weapon. They waited for someone to break and start talking, and every contradiction, even harmless, was turned into evidence.
I met the guy at the gas station. I never met him before. I was getting gas. He said if I wanted to roll through town with him, I was like, yeah, well, I'm going home anyways. I'll go through Prince with you. We went through Prince, and then he split off. I didn't see him, and I saw him turn right. So I turned right too, and I tried to see where he went, and I couldn't find him. I don't know the guy, though. Like, I don't know his name. Nothing like that. But I swear to God,
He didn't say where he lived?
no, sir, I don't know anything about that. Where he lives, I didn't even know his name.
You don't exchange any information.
No, sir. We just went for a ride together. Friends.
That's how you meet random people out here?
While Taylor explained he didn't even know the guy's name, Johnson kept insisting. That makes no sense. Of course, the police decided what was reasonable, and the truth didn't matter. I mean, was this officer normal? Had he never made small talk with someone he didn't know? Why did he see anything wrong with that? But wait, because the abuse of that power was only climbing higher.
So I still don't feel like that's the truth. So I'll let you think on the truth, because I don't feel like that's the truth, because it took you 10 minutes to tell the truth finally, right? It took you 10 minutes to tell the truth. If you can just grow up and be a man about it and tell the truth, I can work with you. But if you want to sit here and keep lying about it, I'm not going to work with you. So I'll give you a few more minutes to think about your decisions, and then we'll go from there. But like I said, if you want to continue lying to me and doing all that, because I know the truth.
Taylor tried to tell his version where he was just riding through town, but the officer cut him off, of course. This was no surprise. He simply didn't want to hear the truth because then he could be wrong. Ironically, the truth didn't match what the footage had showed at all, but police love to control the narrative, even if it stood in complete opposition to facts.
We'll go from there. But I don't take getting lied to very good. You can lie to everybody else, but I don't like getting lied to. Especially when you've already been caught. There's no sense in keep on lying. Right, you're caught. I got your keys. You're not going nowhere. I got your ID. I know who you are.
I'm not trying to be a nuisance or...
I'm 10-4. Clear for 190 New Mexico. So your bike?
Yes, sir.
How long you owned it?
Maybe like 6-7 months.
How many times you been pulled over on it?
This is my first time.
First time. Well, that's what we do.
Johnson kept playing his game. He gave Taylor more time to confess. It was as if the man was at confession with a village priest, not pulled over for a traffic stop. But it was clear what the officer was doing. The longer it dragged on, the more power the police displayed. As for evidence, well, that was never mentioned, because here the officer's words were all they ever needed.
I've been trying not to speed or do nothing like that.
Well, when you're driving stupid through town in a well-populated area,
I was driving stupid.
why do you think I just turn around? You think I just turn around for no reason?
I was driving fine.
You think I just turn around for no reason?
I wasn't doing nothing crazy, or I wasn't
Go ahead.
speeding. I wasn't
You think I just turn around just to turn around? You think I just love?
I think you probably saw that other guy doing whatever he was doing. I didn't see that he was doing though, but...
So I'm debating on towing your motorcycle or not right now. That's what I'm debating on. That's where I'm at. It'll be a long walk to Portales.
Johnson claimed that people caught in lies irritated him, so he kept finding lies where none existed. The whole time, he held the keys, the documents, showing that Taylor was completely powerless. It was absurd to call the man caught when nothing had been proven. Who would tell him that repeating something a few times didn't magically make it true?
You got someone to come pick you up?
Maybe.
So you're telling me, because I just find this very odd, you're telling me you met someone at a gas station, didn't even get their first name. Hey, bro, you want to ride?
I'm sure he told me his name, but I don't remember it.
Well, I guess we're just going to sit here. We're going to act dumb. Okay, well, I guess you're about to get every citation I can think of then. And then I'll think about towing the bike.
Johnson now moved to a new accusation, riding stupid through town. Tell me, please, what exact law was that, and what did stupid riding even mean? What were the criteria for something to count as stupid? I loved how the officer so desperately wanted to sound smart, yet only made himself look ridiculous and hollow. And the deeper it went, the more absurd the charges became.
Because I don't play games like that, okay?
I know, sir, you're serious. I just don't know the guy. I told you the truth. I just met him.
No, you told me the truth after 10 minutes. Right? You bullshit with me as soon as I got out with you. And then you want to tell me the truth. That's what you did. So you can backtrack you saying that you told me the truth. You told me the truth after 10 minutes. Right?
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right, because it's all on camera. I know I'm right.
bike that was.
It's kind of unfortunate for you, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even from here. I don't even know the guy.
Now the ultimatums appeared. The officer not only threatened the poor guy, who, let me remind ya, had done nothing wrong, but also mentally tormented him. I mean, who would ever compensate this man for emotional damage, for being shown in public as a criminal just because some officer felt entitled and thought he was above the law? Justice was nowhere in sight, and the nightmare still had room to grow.
Well, you're gonna get cited for reckless driving.
I am.
No insurance. Let's see. Do you have a motorcycle endorsement? You have a motorcycle endorsement. No, well, you lied to me about everything already, so.
Dude, I don't know him, man. Come on.
No, it's fine. You've lied to me, and then y'all want to flee, so it's fine.
Flee?
And y'all want to flee, and then you come back here. Do you want to go to jail for fleeing?
Dude.
We can go to jail for fleeing, or you can just get a citation for reckless driving. Which one?
And I'll take the ticket, but.
That's what I figured. You want to just take the ticket, or we can go to jail.
I didn't really do nothing, though, man.
We can take the ticket, or we can go to jail. If you want to go to jail, we can go ahead and hop on up. Okay, then I'll give you the ticket for reckless driving. I mean, I'm working with you over the lies that you gave me. You haven't been cool with me.
And there it was, announced. Johnson issued a ticket for reckless driving, then added claims of no insurance and no motorcycle license. The icing on the cake came next. For this officer, a simple fine wasn't enough. He had to escalate even further. Some cops truly don't know when to stop, and this one seemed determined to push things past all reason.
If you had been cool with me, you would have stopped as soon as my lights came on, way up there, instead of having me drive half a mile down here, and then y'all take off.
I didn't even see your lights, to be honest.
Didn't see my lights, but y'all accelerated at a high rate of speed. This thing right here, you see that? Was running, and saw y'all take off. You see this thing right here? Been on the whole entire time since I've been out here talking to you. So it captured everything. Before I turned my lights on, before I turned around on y'all, it captured everything that y'all did. It goes back 2 minutes. Loops 2 minutes back. So my lights didn't have to be on to see what y'all were doing. It caught what y'all were doing prior to that. So, if you happen to see them later on, when you get released from this traffic stop, you get your tickets and go back to wherever you're getting.
The officer acted like a hyena, playing with its prey. He asked Taylor if he wanted a ticket or a cell. In truth, both options were humiliating since both rested on false charges, and the whole time he kept repeating that it was all on camera, even though the footage contradicted his words. This corrupt cop clearly didn't realize he was getting caught in the act live.
And he wants to be a man and come up and talk to me or report to the police department, we can work on it from there. But if he wants to continue being however he's being, it's still going to go the way it's going. Looks like you need to pick better people that you don't know to hang out with. I mean,
I literally just met up with the guy coming to town.
I don't meet up with random people. I find that odd. All right, you're getting one citation for reckless driving, okay? You said you have insurance. You need to provide that when you go to court. Next time I will tow it and I will take you to jail for reckless driving. Do you understand?
On your camera or on that, you got me reckless driving?
It'll show it in court when you show up to court. I'll bring the dash cam and body camera to court.
Okay.
Roadside is not for court or argument.
The ultimatums repeated. Ticket or jail? Johnson invented a scenario where Taylor was guilty no matter the answer. If he stayed silent, guilty. If he spoke, liar. If he chose the ticket, he confessed. If he chose jail, he was trouble. This was clearly a psychological trap. The officer only wanted to reassure himself that he was in charge, and honestly, he did it in the worst way possible.
But you're getting cited for reckless driving. Along with your friend, he would get cited for reckless driving, or he'd get a whole other slew of charges. He'd honestly get taken to jail. But if he would want to show up and or talk to me, that would be a whole lot easier. Any questions?
I don't know that guy, man.
Okay, well, don't go through this town or county reckless driving, and you won't get a reckless driving ticket. Again, the roadside's not for argument. If you want to argue it, show up to court and argue your option, okay? Any other questions? You're free to go. I would suggest going home, because if I see you doing it again, I'm going to tow your bike and I'm going to take you to jail.
You're not.
I really don't care about your opinion.
Worst of all, Johnson claimed he was doing all of this for the safety of other people. Well, nice try at escaping the chaos he had created himself, but honestly, nowhere near convincing enough to justify everything we had already seen on camera. His excuse was as weak as his logic, and the cracks in his story were only getting wider.
But I can just take you to jail right now if you want me to. You'll get the same thing and you'll have to sit in there for 3 days. I don't care. I care about the public safety, and when you're out here putting the public safety at risk, that's what I care about, okay? I don't care if you're a criminal or not, okay? You're out here and your friend or whoever that you say that is, y'all are putting the public safety at risk, driving like complete assholes, okay? I just stopped another bike and y'all are doing the same exact thing as him. Y'all are driving crazy. If y'all would drive like normal citizens down this road, we'd be A-okay, but y'all want to drive crazy and put other people at risk and yourself, and when something happens, y'all want to blame everybody else for, oh, these people don't pay attention to me. Pay attention to everybody else, get on your bike, and you can depart the county. Go do that in Roosevelt County. Don't do it in Curry County.
Finally, Johnson released Taylor, but not without a bit more harassment. Taylor fought in court, the charges were dismissed, and the case was closed February 3rd of 2025. This meant he had been innocently harassed the whole time. Now he was filing a lawsuit for violation of civil rights. However, this case was nothing compared to the one where the officer endangered citizens' rights right in front of his house. Speaking of times when corrupt cops got caught in the act live, this encounter began simply. A man stood in front of his house and said he didn't have to show an ID. The law was on his side. The officer, full of himself, immediately started claiming they had every right to enter his home, of course, without a warrant. That was the moment you realized they hadn't read the Constitution but mastered inventing excuses on the spot.
Is you supervisor, sir?
Yeah.
So respectfully, sir, me and you both know. Well, you should know. I don't have to identify myself, sir.
Yeah, you do. And we have every right to go in your house as a domestic. Okay, so stop your BS.
I haven't called for domestic, sir.
Okay, but somebody has. So we have every right to go in your house and check and see
So
if
I can
everything's
call
all
and
right.
I can call and say I heard them
Okay,
arguing.
so where is she at?
There's no one in my house, sir. And I really don't. You can't go in my house, sir. Respect.
I'm going to go in your house. Okay?
So you
might
might
as well.
violate my right.
That's not violating your rights.
It is, sir.
No, it's not. I don't need a search warrant to go in your house on a
You
domestic.
did it.
Okay.
Anybody can call and say anything, sir. So you're gonna violate my rights and go in my house, sir. You can't go in my house, sir.
Police department.
You can't go in my house, sir.
The officers walked into the house as if it were an open day at IKEA. The owner kept repeating there was no violence, but that wasn't enough because police logic worked like this. If someone made an anonymous call and invented a story, they got a free voucher to trample someone else's rights. Imagine tomorrow, your neighbor could call and say you sneezed too loudly, and suddenly the police would be in your living room.
Sir, respectfully, sir, you can't go in my house, sir.
You need to be quiet.
I don't want you to go in my house, sir.
I don't care what you want.
You don't have a warrant, sir.
Police department.
Wow. This is what y'all do.
Our jobs, yes.
This is no domestic violence, man.
Well, that's what we're here to determine. That's why we're here.
So you going off somebody's word? I'm telling you, though, the owner that lived in his house, I'm telling you, it's no domestic violence. And y'all just trampling all of my rights. So disregard my word. This how it goes? I violate my rights. You know, man, an assault and a supervisor. Wow, it's the third time. Y'all just, it's like Calhoun don't care about civilians' rights. It's crazy. Y'all took an oath to protect and serve.
That's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to
The owner of this house, everything's good in this house. He just violated my rights by going
That's
in
what
my
we're here to
house.
determine. Again.
He just going in my house.
Stay here.
Watch me can plant something in my house.
The man, clearly frustrated, said he didn't know what they were doing inside and what they might plant. He was obviously right. When authority entered without control, the room for abuse was enormous. The officer coldly replied that he was detained while the investigation continued. Excuse me, investigation of what exactly?
You're gonna stay right here. His body cam on as well. If you're gonna stay right here.
What's
You're not
wrong
going
with
to that
y'all?
house.
What is wrong with y'all, man? This is crazy. Tell me I can't go in my house. This woman said
You're
I can't go in
temporarily
my
detained.
house.
You were detained right
For
now.
what?
While we conduct this investigation, you're detained. So
What y'all
you're not free to
investigating?
go. You're not free to
What
walk
I've been
away.
detained for?
Us to determine whether or not there's a domestic violence.
I told you there was no
domestic
I
dispute.
told you
okay,
out my
well, that's
mouth.
what we're here to determine, and I'm not going to sit here and continue to argue with you
But
either.
see, they gonna detain me because they say I don't want to help y'all with y'all investigation. Respectfully, man, I don't want to help y'all with
You
y'all
stand, hey,
investigation.
you stand here.
They all in my house, man. This is crazy. Hey, what's going on, man? For real.
I told you.
Y'all can't go in my house like this, man.
What's the problem? Is there no problem?
I don't consent to no search warrant, man. Y'all know what's going.
We're not searching for you.
I'm sorry. Y'all searching my
There's
house.
a female in here that you.
Ain't I told y'all wasn't no female, sir?
Stop yelling. Why are you yelling?
Because y'all violate my rights. Y'all violate my rights, man. But you took an oath, right, to protect and serve, right?
Okay, and I'm
So why you letting them violate my rights like this?
Someone's possibly.
I told y'all wasn't nobody in here, sir.
Okay, well, a lot of
If y'all
people
didn't believe me, y'all gotta go get a warrant and come back, then go in my house. But till then, y'all weren't supposed to go in my house. Y'all just violated my rights, man. Now, and she's telling me I can't go in my house. I don't know what they doing. They probably plants or anything.
The citizen reminded the officers that they had sworn to protect rights, yet they kept strolling through his home like tourists. At one point, he said his relative had died because an officer hadn't turned on a body cam. The irony was sharp. Right now, they swore everything was being recorded. However, it was clear the man wouldn't be able to tolerate this behavior much longer.
So why I can't go in my house? Y'all the ones got the guns and the tasers and things. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing, so y'all going in my house, man.
You have a gun on you at all?
I don't. Y'all going in my house, sir. Y'all on my property going in my house. Telling me I can't go in my house. Why these people, why these strangers in my, I don't know them. I don't know them from a can of paint. And they in my house. What's going on, man? Yeah, come on, man. Y'all violated. I just violated my rights to the fullest. Y'all wrong for this, man. And then she talking about I can't go in my house. What? Ooh-wee. And then they threatened me with arrest. I had to show my ID. She threatened to arrest me if I don't provide my ID. They on my property. I didn't call them. I don't want to help y'all with I don't want to help y'all with y'all investigation, sir. Y'all supposed to respect that, sir. But y'all violated my rights and made me provide ID. Help them with their investigation. They made me do that, man. They tripping all on my rights. I know my rights, sir. Y'all just violated all my rights to the fullest in my house. Telling me I can't go in my house.
I was the supervisor just walked in.
Right, he know better. He should know better. He took an oath to. Y'all put y'all right hands to the L, man, and promise y'all protect and serve, man.
The officers demanded his ID under threat of arrest. Even though the law said identification was a minor offense, and only came if there was real basis, they still forced the man to help in his own humiliation. It was like a thief breaking into your home and demanding the PIN to your card, except the thief here had a badge and called it an investigation.
This ain't y'all ain't protecting me. Y'all violated my rights. I paid my tax dollars, man. It's crazy, man. What's your name and badge number, sir?
Phillips.
Badge number?
25.
Name and badge number?
Smith 41.
Where's she at?
Name and badge number, sir?
Booker 33. Where's she at?
I don't want to help y'all. Okay, y'all done?
Hang tight. No, I'm not done.
Why?
Because we got a domestic call here, and we're going to figure out what's going on.
I don't want to help y'all with that. Is she in there?
I don't care if you want to help us out.
I'm here at my home by myself, sir.
Okay.
Why y'all here?
You need to call dispatch.
This is crazy, man.
Right here. No, don't go over there.
I don't want him near my car.
He's not going to your car. He's going to his car.
Why y'all still here?
Because we're not done.
What y'all need? What anything else y'all need?
Yeah, he's going to talk to who called, and we're going to figure out what was
Right,
going on.
and I want to forward you that call as well.
That's,
I want to forward your body cam, all that, man.
you can follow up the records request.
Thank you. I know.
Okay.
Telling me I can't go in my house. You better be ashamed of yourself. Violate my rights like that. Oh, man. I ain't got to help y'all with y'all investigation. Y'all can come here all y'all want. Y'all ain't witness no domestic violence. If anybody else around whoever called, they didn't witness no domestic violence. Y'all don't supposed to be on my property going in my house, man.
The man, desperate, asked for the names and badge numbers. It was a classic attempt to at least record who was trampling his rights, but the officers ignored him, knowing the walk of shame rarely carried consequences in their world. Transparency only applied when it suited them, and soon enough these officers were about to reveal their true faces.
asking me what a girl at. Man, her mind my damn business. Y'all come messing on my property, messing with me. Man, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Is there a reason I couldn't go in my house behind y'all?
Yeah, because we don't know what's in your house.
I don't know y'all. I don't know you.
Okay.
This is my house. I don't know you, ma'am.
Okay.
You shouldn't have went into my house without my permission. First of all, you didn't have a warrant.
We don't have to in this case.
Yes, you do, ma'am.
Okay.
Like, what are you talking? I know my rights, ma'am. You can't go in my house without no warrant. I can call and say they have a mess about it right here. And right, you come to the house, investigate.
That's what we're doing.
You don't think I know what I'm doing, sir? You know just as well as she know, just as well as he know. Y'all can't go in nobody's house without a warrant, sir. Hey, ma'am, how you doing, ma'am? You a sergeant? What's your, State Patrol?
State Patrol.
Okay,
She's just here.
Hmm?
She's just here.
So I'm lost, ma'am. I'm lost. I don't know what they went in my house without my permission. They checked this. They were looking for a girl. She not in. I told them wasn't nobody here but me, and they still went in my house without my permission. So I don't know what else they're investigating.
The discussion turned to probable cause. That magic phrase, which really meant it's enough for them to simply say they suspected something. The female officer explained that in cases of domestic violence, no warrant was needed. But here, there was no victim, no evidence, not even a report from the owner, just an empty word. Still, for them, that was more than enough to create even greater chaos.
I hear you. Well, they have PC to be here, so.
Huh?
They have PC to be here, which probably calls. So.
Right, probable cause. So that they came and investigated. Went in my house. No one here. Ain't no domestic violence. I don't know who called. I want to hear the call. I'm gonna forward the call. But it's for my knowledge, they shouldn't be here no more. They went in my house. I don't understand why they still
Now
here.
what he's doing, he's calling the original caller to see what in the world happened.
Right,
Fully.
because I can call and say
make sure.
I can call and say anything, sir.
Exactly, and we would
You
respond
absolutely
the
can, and
exact
we're going to
same way.
investigate the exact same way.
But y'all come and investigate it the right way. Don't force and violate people's rights. Go in people's houses, violate people's rights. Don't do that. Y'all know that. If you're a sergeant, I don't know what your status is, but you know that. They can't come and just call anybody's house due to someone calling the police.
I hear you. I just wasn't here for the initial, so what they saw, heard, anything like that, I wasn't here for.
Which I understand, and I respect them for calling. If people call the police, yes, I respect y'all for calling, for coming, I mean. But you come and investigate the right way.
The citizen kept insisting they had entered without permission and were breaking the law. The officers, however, repeated like parrots, "These are exceptional circumstances." Honestly, I don't know how this man restrained himself from completely losing it. Just imagine how you would feel if officers walked into your house and then refused to let you follow them inside.
Say you had a little sister that was in there that was possibly getting beat up by somebody. Would you want us to go in there and check on her and make sure she was okay?
If the owner of the house telling you no one's in there,
No?
if
You wouldn't want to make it. You want us to make sure that your
Do
sister's
you know how
okay.
often we get told what you think we want to hear?
you can't violate nobody's rights, man.
It's not violating.
It violate no one's rights. No matter how bad y'all want to
So
uphold.
the female that we're talking about was your significant other, your sister, your mom was in this house. You wouldn't want us to go.
No
make
matter
sure she's
how
okay.
bad I want y'all to go in the owner house,
Wouldn't?
y'all can't. Y'all
You wouldn't
can't.
want us to make sure she's okay.
I can want y'all, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I can want, you can want whatever. You can't violate nobody's rights, sir.
Okay.
It's just this is how it is.
You already rang him.
Just like I didn't have to provide you my ID, sir. You on my property,
Yes,
so
you
I didn't call y'all. I didn't
So
call
you
y'all,
want to know
sir.
how that works or
I
why
didn't
that
call
works?
y'all. I didn't call
It
y'all.
doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
We have a lawful reason to be out here. We have probable cause to be out here
heard
based
something
on
or I saw something,
Mhm.
We're gonna go down there. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna require you to identify yourself.
Yeah, the
And
person that called.
we asked you multiple times to identify yourself, and you said I don't have to. And at that point, we said there are repercussions for not identifying yourself. It is failing to identify yourself. It is obstructing our investigation because we have to know who we're dealing with.
Obstruction is a secondary crime, ma'am. In order to take me to jail for obstruction, I have to commit a crime.
That's not true.
And then don't want to identify
That
myself.
is not.
Providing an ID would be part of that.
Ma'am.
Not providing an ID would be part of obstruction. So that's
Right, but I have to commit a crime in order
That's
to.
not true.
Yes, ma'am.
No, it's not.
It's okay.
The officers tried to twist the story. What if his sister or his mother was inside? There was that pathetic moral trick, because if he refused, it looked as if he didn't care about family. But the truth was simple. The law didn't recognize what-ifs, it only recognized rights. And those rights were being trampled here as if they were just a doormat at the entrance of a police station.
Because us being out here, it gives us probable cause.
Ma'am, I work in manufacturing work.
manufacturing. Okay. Have you ever been a police officer in your life?
No, ma'am, but I studied this and
Okay. When did you study it?
I've been studying this for years.
Where at?
This, I don't want to answer that. But
It's
I do.
online.
No, I have
been in
my
classes?
uncle's a lawyer. It's okay.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this for a long time. We went to
Right.
schools,
Yeah.
college degrees,
And
some
you
of us.
and you know how many cops are just
I hear you, but you got two different agencies telling you, hey, we do have probable cause ID. Listen, if you're walking down the road, I never got any call on you. Say you're just walking down the road, and I just walk up to you and I say, give me your ID. At that point, you don't have to provide it unless you're in the roadway and you're actually committing a crime, which would be in the roadway. But if I just walked up to you, even just sitting at a gas station, give me your ID, that'd be a completely different story. I don't have any probable cause to be here. Nobody called on you. I just shut up. I said, hey, I want you to identify yourself. You can tell me no, but being that somebody called here and said, hey, I suspect this going on, we have to investigate it and check on it.
y'all suspect something going on.
Right.
So y'all investigating, right?
So articulable reasonable suspicion would be.
Suspicion is not a crime.
So it's another version of PC. Does that make sense? So we've been called here, so we have to identify everybody who's talking to you. That's it.
The citizen repeated he hadn't committed a crime, so he had no obligation to give an ID. The female officer, full of confidence, claimed the opposite. Her version of the law was like a badly downloaded piece of software full of bugs and holes. She even spoke of obstruction, even though the law clearly said that it had to be a secondary offense.
If we were called here, it'd be different.
I understand. Y'all can talk to anybody. Y'all can go to the next door neighbor house and talk to them and ask them, did they see anything? They don't have to provide their ID.
Right. We didn't get called to their house. We got called to your house.
To who now?
We got called for domestic.
It's no domestic, sir. Respectfully, it's no domestic,
Okay,
sir. You went in my house?
That's what we're being told. Okay? When we ask for your ID, you have to give it to us. All right?
I gave my
Hold
name,
on,
sir.
hold on.
On the bed of
I'm trying to
arrest.
explain it to you so you understand it a little bit better.
Yes, sir.
On a domestic, we have every right to go inside. We don't have to have a search warrant. That's called an exigent circumstance.
On the domestic.
The citizen tried to explain that he had studied the law, and she replied with irony, "And where did you learn that?" As if a diploma was required to know your own rights, but here lay the greatest irony. The officers had schools and courses, yet still didn't know the basic constitutional guarantees. Or even worse, they did know, but counted on the average citizen being too afraid to resist.
But
You can look it up.
I'm telling you, it wasn't no
under the
domestic, sir.
constitutional law.
It wasn't no
We don't have to have a search
domestic.
warrant.
People might not like me. Just want to say
This
anything.
ain't the first time this has happened. This ain't the first time. We've had other people do the exact same thing you're doing.
What you mean?
I'm trying to explain.
It's not the first time a call been domestic. Is this?
I don't know. I'm saying in general.
So listen.
People acting like you are
So
right
listen.
now.
So listen. The Calhoun Police Department. I don't know what they got against me or whatever. They see my car right now. People they pull me up for anything.
Well, you got dark windows. In
So right, okay.
and
So
you're driving a Challenger. You know that attracts it.
so instantly in my mind,
The officers kept repeating that a single call was enough to break into someone's home, and that was logic worthy of the Middle Ages. The Inquisition also showed up at someone's door because someone whispered they had heard a witch. Now, in the 21st century, the same formula applies. Today it was a call about an argument. Tomorrow it would be a call about music too loud.
I'm thinking they must mess with me. You know what I'm saying? So how do I know? Ain't nobody, how I know y'all just coming here? I don't know what's going on. But I'm telling you, it's no domestic violence, and you just say, I don't care what you say.
We have two other
and
people
y'all just went in my house. So who?
You don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
get. Okay, so I'm gonna get the call. I'm gonna get the call.
That's
okay.
You're more than happy.
You know Noelle? You know who that is?
Yes.
Was she here?
She's gone, sir.
Now.
Was she here?
She's gone.
She's gone now, but was she
I just
here?
got here.
Was she here?
I just got here, sir.
What time?
The officers finally admitted that a woman had been there, but she left. And surprised, no one was hurt, no one reported violence. Yet they told him he had been lucky. Lucky, as if legal protection depended on luck, not the law. It's like a doctor telling a patient, you survived surgery because you were lucky. I didn't forget the scissors inside.
I don't know what time.
Okay. But she was here.
Once I got here, went upstairs. My dog
Let me tell you something. You're very, very lucky that she don't want to talk to the police.
Why is that?
Because I think there was a domestic.
She don't have to talk to the police. We don't have to talk to nobody.
Exactly.
But y'all sitting here making me talk to y'all. I don't want to talk. Respectfully, sir, I don't want to talk to y'all.
I'm not making you talk.
And respectfully, you're supposed to get off my property once I say this because I didn't call the cops.
Yeah, when our investigation is over, yes, we will. Okay.
Before we saw the rest of the video and what the officers still had to say, let me ask you, have you ever come across police who thought they were above the law? Because let's be real, cops like this were no longer rare. Sad part was they weren't even as much a minority as people believe. Share your experiences in the comments.
You're lucky. Hold on.
Listen,
You're lucky
your
that she didn't want to
investigation.
talk.
Your
All right?
investigate.
My investigation here, you got everything you need?
But you violate my rights by going to my house, right?
I just explained it to you. If you
You
can't
got it in my
comprehend,
rights.
if you
It's
can't
okay.
comprehend the exigent
I'm gonna-
circumstance,
it's okay.
maybe you need to get
It's
a lawyer
okay,
and
sir.
figure that
It's
out.
gonna be complaints against all y'all, man. And
that's
you,
fine.
you know what you did. You're wrong. You're wrong,
10
sir.
McDaniel Station Road. That's where you
Oh
filed.
yeah, for sure. Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You want this? It's going to be a report.
Yes,
It's gonna be
thank
a
you.
report number
Yes,
right
sir.
there, okay. So you're saying today nothing happened today?
I don't want to talk, sir. I don't want to talk.
All right, thanks, sir.
Have a great day, y'all. A walk of shame.
If you want a copy of that, it'll be.
A walk of shame.
It'll be at the
Get out my
10
property.
McDaniel Station.
Get off my property. Walk of shame.
In the end, the officers packed up their toys and left in what can only be called a walk of shame. The citizen sent them off with irony, promising a lawsuit and reminding them they hadn't protected rights, they had crushed them. And honestly, I hope those officers would finally learn the lesson they deserved. Still, let's move on to the case where one officer got shut down the moment he tried to violate civil rights. Unfortunately, the previous two cases weren't the only times corrupt cops got caught in the act live. This time, a man walked into a police station just to ask for a complaint form. Instead of being met by professional service, he was greeted with ironic looks and annoying remarks. Interesting how the police always had time for petty provocations, but never time to solve real problems.
See if I can get an officer complaint form.
Just know what you're talking.
Oh, hey buddy.
Sir? What's up, boys?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna stay in here.
The officer immediately jumped in with a comment about making money. Yes, because apparently anyone filming the police was doing it out of pure greed, not for basic rights. The irony, of course, was that they lived off other people's taxes, so the real businessmen were the ones in uniform. And that hypocrisy was only about to get more obvious as the exchange continued.
Oh, wrong. Boo, 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 boo. Wrong. You said we're trying to get paid. Yeah, it depends how you act in front of my camera. It all depends. Boy. It all depends. Is that you with the car running like that, ma'am?
After a joke about a car running in the parking lot, the real festival of unprofessionalism began. Instead of answering a simple question about a badge and name, the officers chose to start playing ego games, as if reading a badge and saying a name out loud was difficult. But they chose to be sarcastic and arrogant instead. Now you see why it was a major red flag when officers refused to give their name and badge number.
Is that car running? I can tell you don't pay for the gas. Oh, I didn't know that. No, I didn't hear it till right now. What's your name and badge number now? See, it all depends how you guys act in front of cameras. Depends how much money you make us. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for accountability and transparency, see if you respect our rights to record and how your professionalism is. And how your professionalism is. There, let me put it in those words. Why do you gotta say anything? Why do you gotta be a smartass? The way you just told me about the dog.
You asked a question.
I wasn't even talking to you.
Clearly marked.
I wasn't even talking to you. I couldn't second see that.
How can you not?
I can't see that. I can't read from far away. I can't read it.
Clearly clear the dog.
What's your name and badge number now?
The citizen ironically advised the officers to wear a seatbelt and use turn signals, which of course hit his ego. After all, officers weren't used to telling them to follow the same laws they handed out every day. Suddenly, the ones who issued hundreds of tickets acted like offended children just because the citizen gave them advice.
Detective what? I can't hear you say it correctly. What's your badge number? 609. Make sure you buckle up, man.
Make sure you buckle up.
Yep. To put your turn signals, all that.
I'm not even in the car. Why would I use
It doesn't matter. I'm giving you an advice. You should do that.
I don't have to.
Well, what? You think you're above the law?
I'm not even driving a car.
I'm just telling you, buckle up, put your turn signals on. That's it. Tell them.
Tell somebody else.
No, I'm going to tell you that.
But I'm not even driving a car yet. So why would you tell me what to do?
I'm telling you an advice. That's it. Just like we got to do it. Just like we got to do it. Okay, then. All right, you don't have to do it. You think you're above the law?
No, I'm not even
See, this
driving
is.
a car.
We didn't come here for this. We came to file a request. That's it.
Did we stop you from this?
No, no. I was speaking. I didn't. Because you can't. Because you can't. You can ask. You can ask. Of course.
Tension rose as the officer stepped into the citizen's space, using it as a form of intimidation. That was their favorite tactic, invading personal space as a pure psychological power game. But don't forget, when police talked about public space, it meant your personal space was treated as a free playground for their insecurities.
You can say I can't, but I can't.
You're in my personal space, sir.
This is a parking lot.
You're in my personal space.
Why is he in your personal space?
He just walked right.
Anywhere you want.
He just walked right in front of me in my personal space, man. That's it.
Don't try to make money.
Nah, bro. I'm not trying to make money. I'm trying to see how your professionalism is in this department.
I've been here 29 years.
It doesn't matter. But you don't look too professional, bro. You got an attitude problem, bro. Now I'm gonna go file a complaint.
Questioning my people.
Your people? What people?
Is that car right?
So is that illegal?
No. Did I stop you?
No. But why you gotta be unprofessional for it? Why do you gotta get in it? It doesn't matter. You have an attitude problem, bro.
I don't care.
You could have been like him. He didn't say nothing to me. He got in my personal space right
I
now.
said hello, sir, when I walked out the door.
No, you had an attitude problem, right? You yelled at me out there. I didn't ask you. I asked her.
But I am.
You don't have to answer it.
Well, sir, I'm
Listen, man. You got a bad attitude, bro. You got a bad attitude, bro. I know you don't care because you know what?
I don't care what you think. I don't care. You keep
Can you like not walk behind me, man? It's for my safety, bro. It's for my safety. This guy has an attitude problem, man.
Lieutenant, get them back.
Get him back to work. Why don't you get in your car and get back to work? Get back in your car, bro.
The argument turned into a classic game. The officer claimed the citizen was provoking, while he was the one stepping into frame and creating the problem. It was manipulation as old as the institution itself. First provoke a reaction, then blame the other for the provocation. It's like hitting someone, then saying it was their fault for standing in the way. Brilliant logic from the so-called guardians of the law.
You're dismissed, man. But I understand that, but we the people, you gotta respect the people. You gotta respect the people. No, you did not. It's on camera. Provoking. No, now you're provoking. Why don't you get back in your vehicle and get back to work? How's that? None of your business. Why don't you get back to work? Yeah. I know you are, bro. Why can't you, this guy, bro, take examples from this guy. This guy's demeanor doesn't matter. You guys have a bad attitude, bro. And you gotta try to come over here and intimidate me and get in my personal space. What's provoking to you? Do you know the definition of that? Do you know that? Go to your Google on your little computer. Go. No, I know what it is.
Listen, can I try and help you with your problem? Come on, talk to me.
Yeah, no, these people are the problem.
It's
These
not-
people.
they'll
Tell
leave.
them.
They'll leave.
Tell them.
Stop talking to them. They'll leave. Okay. Come on.
You got an attitude problem, bro. Your officers have a problem, bro. Attitude problem. Hey, Smarty Pants, what's your name and badge number?
The citizen asked for a name and badge number, and the officer, no surprise, refused. Professionalism at its finest. How could anyone expect accountability from a man who wouldn't even say his own name? This was what I called police math. They knew everything about you, where you lived, what you drove, but you weren't allowed to know who was giving you orders.
See what I'm saying? You see how you won't even give that and be professional? What's your name and badge number? It doesn't matter. It's called freedom of speech. Thank you. You have a good day. All right. Recording the police and holding them accountable is not being disruptive. It's not provoking, man. It's not. Fools.
Well, I'll look up his extension because I don't know it off the top of my head. But I'll give you his name and his phone number, his extension, and you can follow up with him. Now, unfortunately, he won't be back till Monday. You understand? Yeah. Okay. So then you can follow up with him, and then he'll tell you what investigator or supervisor or whatever he decides to based off the level of it. Okay.
Can we get their information?
Yeah.
Okay.
Business cards?
Yeah.
I can write down their names for you.
If I ask them, they're not gonna do it right
Want
now.
the two that you originally talked to?
Yeah. And the female too.
Okay.
Finally, a lieutenant stepped in and surprised he acted politely. While his officers had played the role of teenagers with bad attitudes, at least he tried to calm the situation. However, don't let this fool you, because even this officer would sooner take the side of his colleagues than the side of a citizen who was actually right.
That's it. What's your name and badge number again?
My name is Lieutenant Merrill. My badge number is 401.
I appreciate your demeanor, man.
Okay.
But your officers have an attitude problem. I didn't come here for this, dude. It's all on camera.
But it's just, it was not being productive.
You know?
You know, everybody's.
You know what I'm
everybody's
saying? And then you got your officer over here trying to intimidate me, walking in my personal space. Come on, man.
But I'm just saying, it wasn't being productive. That's why I wanted to pull you guys away and find out what I can help you with.
I appreciate it, man. So you're the lieutenant? You're their boss?
I'm not their boss. They're detectives.
Okay, well.
But I'm the lieutenant right now. They're they're actually off duty on their way home. They're just
Oh, really?
cars to leave. So,
Okay.
So we're just gonna let them get out of here, and it's gonna
That's fine.
stop the situation. All right.
Most of the guy and the girl don't have name tags on. So this one we got.
Yeah. I want to file public records request too.
Okay. How you file a public records request is they close at 4:30 today, but on
Oh, for real? They can't take it right now. They can't turn it into
we
you?
can't take a public records request. We can take the complaint form, but the public records request.
I can't turn it into you, and then you just.
The citizen asked for public records, salaries, disciplinary files, and names. And get this, the officers pretended they didn't even have a form or a sheet of paper, as if bureaucracy was nuclear physics. It was both comical and sad. Truly unbelievable. In a country with the technology to land a rover on Mars, police acted as if a pencil and piece of paper were non-existent technology.
Can I write it in a piece of paper? Simple.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have access to that. That's through records.
Can you send it to the public information officer? That's mainly like I can turn in my request with any public official, and you guys just turn it into the department as emails it to me.
But what I'm saying is, I don't.
That's what the state law says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have access to the form.
It could be a white sheet of paper, and I write it down. It's simple. Write it down with my email. That's it. And you guys turn it into the public information officer.
I'll put it into the
That's it.
records department.
That's it.
Yeah, I'll get you a blank sheet.
That's
paper.
it. And something to write with, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. This is what we originally came here for, just to file a request.
Okay.
But he decided to jump the guns, man, and escalate.
All right. So, how you would normally file the public records request is records department is here. They're unfortunately closed, and you can ask them for the form. But I'll take your paper.
Can you?
and
I appreciate it, man. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
The complete form he has over there.
All right.
When you get done filling that out, let them know my office is actually right here,
Okay.
right across the hall. I will take that and I will walk it up and put it in the special thing.
Okay, one more thing. I need their information. I don't have it. Can you write it down for me?
Yeah, give me a
The
few
two
minutes. You want a blank
detectives?
sheet of paper first? And
Well, yeah. Can you write down their information?
Okay.
Just real quick, just your name and badge numbers and
yeah,
your names.
shoot. I'm gonna give you a blank sheet of paper so you can fill out your records request form, and then I will write down their
And
names.
then badge numbers. Yeah, the two detectives and the girl.
Okay, and
That's
I will,
it.
And I will write that down on a separate sheet of paper because I have to look that
That's
up.
fine.
The lieutenant finally handed over a blank sheet of paper and promised he would personally submit the request. The citizen thanked him, but made it clear this should have been simple from the start. The problem wasn't procedures, it was the officers inventing complications. No one was blind, everyone could see, but they just wanted to pressure someone into giving up rather than helping solve the problem.
Okay, get it back.
Take your time. I appreciate it, man.
This is for you to fill out for your.
Thank you.
records
I
request.
appreciate it, man. Yes, sir. All right. This is all, I'm just gonna, can I just give you, this is what I need from them, that's it.
From them?
Yeah, that's all I need from them. This, I mean, I can keep this, but that's salaries, disciplinary file, and their names and badge numbers, that's it. It's nothing hard, there's nothing, I should file a freaking complaint on them for being rude to the public for no reason. Appreciate your help. Actually, do you guys got complaint forms? I'm gonna file a complaint on these people.
Okay, on the bottom of this, I also attached, I told you I'd give you the phone number for Lieutenant Staley, who's over professional standards.
Okay, cool.
So that's his number.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome. When I file a complaint, do I just turn it in to you?
Yeah.
In the end, the citizen demanded disciplinary records and made it clear everything would be recorded. The officers finally showed a bit of professionalism, but the damage had already been done. The citizen was determined to file a complaint. We were left with yet another piece of proof that police spent more time arguing with cameras than protecting citizens. Think this was bad? You haven't seen anything yet. Just when it feels like the bottom's been reached, another video comes along and proves there's always a new low. So, if you want to see how far some officers will go when no one's watching, don't miss what's coming in our next video.